Hello, everybody.
Hey y'all.
Welcome to another episode of Four Real Talkers. I am
Hey.
Bobby.
I'm Jen.
Yes, this is the show where real people say real things.
Real things.
So, we definitely are going to want you guys to kind of chime in and let us know what you think. But definitely, we're going to do our best to share what our thoughts are. So,
Uh-huh.
today's topic is, have you ever had a one night stand? Like, we're going to talk about one night stands, okay?
Let's talk about
So,
it. Let's talk about it.
yes. So, let me just first see what everyone thinks a one night stand is. Maybe we should define it because it might mean different things to different people. So, Jen, to
Mm-hmm.
you, when you hear one night stand, what do you think it means?
Well, the former me would say the one night stand meant exactly what it says. A one night stand. You see that person that night, you link up, and you never see them again, right? But right now, in today's terms, a one
Mm.
night stand might last longer than a day or so.
Yeah, because I have six brothers. So guys, I grew up in a big family. I had seven, but I still have six living brothers, and I'm very tight with them. I have a cousin of mine who's off the chain with his thought processes. So just from being around them for so long, they told me that a one night stand don't just mean you met somebody and you slept with them that one night. They said it don't matter. You can waste your time if you want and spend a whole 30 days hanging out with the person, and then you finally sleep with that person. If they don't call you the next day, that's still a one night stand.
Oh my God.
So yeah, what you think? Is that a one night stand?
So you mean to tell me 30 days we just hanging out with one another and we have sex and then you get ghosted?
Yes,
Oh
yes.
my
So
gosh.
I guess it could possibly mean that, once you sleep with the person, it's the first time you slept with them.
Hmm.
If you don't hear from them afterwards, or if you don't call them afterwards, then maybe that was a one night stand. I don't know.
Right, right. And I mean, that leads into question, uh, what was you doing to get into that one night stand? And what happened to make you want it to be a one night stand?
Well, I'm gonna be real honest with you guys. I'm gonna tell y'all my little story. Okay,
Okay.
so I've never had a one night stand before, but I don't judge people. If
Hmm.
somebody want to have a one night stand, if they feel it's okay to just meet somebody, they feel in a person, or for whatever reason, maybe they're going through something, some ups and downs. You might be disappointed. Maybe you was just recently cheated on. I don't know, and you feel like, well, shoot, he cheated on me more than enough times. So I got at least one credit. I'm about to use my credit right now and have this one night stand.
Right.
But so what happened with me, I was actually in the Caribbean with my girlfriend.
Hmm.
And to be quite honest, this is many years ago.
Hmm.
I was going through something, kind of a breakup. The guy was trying to get back together with me, but I was hurt,
Hmm.
and I met this guy, and he was fine. He was, kind of like a Dexter, I guess, if you want to say.
Hmm.
And so I hung out with the guy for maybe 2, 3 days at best. We were in the hot tub. I mean, it was steamy. We was having a lot of good time.
Hmm.
Now, I was sharing a room with one of my close girlfriends.
Hmm.
And his room, he shared it with his brother, right?
Yeah.
So we was in Jamaica, guys, and I really was feeling him. Like, we was at the party, the reggae music was on, we was getting it in, and everyone who knows me know that I'm kind of shy when it comes to reggae dancing in public, but
Yeah.
in private, I know how to move that body and make it work. But
Ah,
so the guy, we
wine.
went to the hot tub afterwards. I mean, we hung out till 5 o'clock in the morning. We went to the beach. We were smooching, and I don't want to say too much, but if I told you the truth, I was so tempted to
Mm-hmm.
doing it. We was on the beach, and
Hmm.
it was just
Oh, the
feeling
mood
so
was
good.
right. The setting was right.
Yes, it was.
Hmm.
It was, and he was pressing on, putting pressure on the right pressure points or pleasure points, whichever way you want to look at it. And it
Okay.
was really feeling good, and I wanted to do it. But guys, I was like, oh yes, oh my God, it was feeling so good. But
Hmm. But.
I got to the point where I said, wait, stop. Because I kept hearing my brothers in my ears, and they talking about street booty. And one thing I know, I was never gonna be no street booty.
Street booty.
And
We're gonna get
what
to that
really made
later.
me, yes, but what really made me not do it, guys, I just couldn't imagine myself being on a beach with my legs opening up in the air like that with a man that I just met. I couldn't see myself doing it, so I stopped.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
had I had my own room, or if he had his own room and he wasn't sharing with his brother. I don't know, guys. I don't know. That might have been my first time having a one night stand. But thank God that wasn't the case. So I've actually never had a one night stand. So Jen, I don't know if you want to tell us a story, but what are your thoughts?
Well, I can't say I had a one night stand. I had a whole, maybe a week stand.
So you hung out with the guy for a week.
And yeah, like day and night, we went everywhere together. And I was young. I think I was in college, but I was on break, and I went to this like club, and I met him. And I'm not even going to disclose his name because he's like a rapper or something. And we went everywhere, and it was good. Room service, we did everything, and then he dropped me home. I went back to school. I didn't look for him. He didn't look for me. that was my 1 weekend, my 1 week stand or 1 weekend. I don't know, but that was and it was good because I thought that I thought he liked me, and I know he did, and I liked him too, but I was young, like, whatever, I'm going back to school, I'm not thinking about you.
Okay.
And he was about to go on tour, and he was thinking about me, and it was what it was. This is my first time saying this out loud. So
wow. So I don't know who's going to hear this now. If certain family members are listening and you don't want to hear this stuff,
turn this off right now.
That's right. Turn it off right now. But I was just wondering. So even if you connect with somebody and both of you have the intentions of it being just a one night stand, right? But what if they give it to you so good and the person actually live in your town and it's a possibility for it to be a 2-night, a 3-night, a 4-night? Like this thing could keep on going. So, what would you do then? Like, how do you handle that to try and make it be more than just that one night because it was that good to you?
Well, I mean, I think if it was good to me, I'm not going to be thirsty, but at the same time, I'm going to express my content with his service.
Oh, service.
And, and I'm going to let him know that. So it would encourage him for us to continue to link up or for it to be more. Because a one night stand really, I guess, is only involving some type of physical act, but it also has to be some type of connection. So if we're connecting on all levels, then, I'm going to show you that you should come back.
Oh, okay, hold up now. Slow up.
That you should come back.
Okay. So, another thing comes to mind, like, if you're going to have that one night stand, do you give it your all on the very one? You just met this person, possibly, and it's your first time, one night stand, you don't have intentions on seeing them, or do you just keep it basic and like just lay on your back and maybe you do that military style, or do you go all in and do what you do, like oral and everything? What do you recommend? Like, what you guys think?
I'm not even being approved, but no, I'm not testing everybody, Mike. I'm sorry. Testing, 1, 2, 3. It's not happening. I don't care what you said. Plain and simple. Now I might go all in and do some tricks.
I'm on it.
I'm gonna do all of that.
Okay.
But testing mics, mic testing, 1, 2, 3. Nah.
No mic checks, okay.
Nah, no mic checks. But maybe later on down the line, maybe later on down the line.
If it became, if it was good,
if
and
it was
you wanted
good,
more than
and
that one night.
Yes, and we became an item, exclusive.
Okay. Okay.
You better know.
Okay. Okay.
Everybody don't deserve a mic check.
So, okay, that's a one night stand. But you know what I was just thinking too, Jen? Like, okay, suppose, you just met the person and you like them. You got close to having a one night stand, kind of like what I got close to having that one night stand. But the guy didn't live in my town, so I knew, okay, we're not about to have my legs up in the air on the beach because I'm not going to see you no more, okay? But if it was possibility that you could see that person again, and it was hot and heavy, and you stopped, like what would be an acceptable amount of times to go on a date with the person before you actually have sex? Is there like a special time limit before you sleep with them if you are dating?
Hmm. I mean, I stopped believing in special time limits a long time ago. I mean, if you connect, you connect.
Okay.
Some people wait 30 days, like your brother said. Some people wait 90 days, you know, and some people wait 1 day and they still get the same result. Um, but you're not gonna about to let out all your, like, open up your whole pocketbook and let everybody see what's in it. Let him see what's in it on the first day, the whole pocketbook, all the contents.
Okay.
But at the same time, connection is a connection, and you could wait, and then she might not be like doing it like you want, or he might not be adequate. So I don't know. It's I don't know. I don't know if I could say let's wait, or I would say let's wait. Now don't get it twisted. You ain't getting the drawers just like that on the first night. But I'm just saying, if I got a connection with you, like you know when you know, period. Like we both know.
Okay. And I believe that, women, we typically know like on the first date. We might not be willing to give it to you on the first date, but I think we kind of know that we feeling the person and we get that feeling like, ooh, he could get it. He could get
He
it.
can
Like
get
you might
it.
not get it though, but
But
listen, I don't knock nobody if you make that decision
yep,
to give it.
but he can get it.
Because everything for everyone, everything isn't for everyone. So
Mhm.
everybody do things differently.
Absolutely.
And maybe in my younger years, when I mean, I'm still young. I'm only 26 years old now, but
Okay.
I'm talking
Okay.
about when I was like 18. Okay, lies.
Don't
But
worry about that part.
when you're a little bit younger, you might do some things a little bit differently. But
Mhm.
I'm a firm believer of when you know better, you could choose to do better. So for me, I just choose to do some things differently after, my learning, my experiences. I choose to learn
Absolutely.
from them.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
I'm not. I mean, I'm not gonna be a loosey goosey,
Mhm.
but I'm not gonna be a prude either. But when you have that connection, I mean, it just flows. It just flows right. And in your mind, you
Yes.
both know when it's the right time. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yes. So you
Instead
know
of.
what I want to do? I want to try and ask somebody else, what they think about
Mhm.
a one night stand,
Mhm.
and we'll be coming right back to you. This is For Real Talkers. We're real people.
Say real
We'll be
things.
right back.
So, guys, we wanted to get a man's perspective on one night stands. I'm gonna call my topic expert.
Well,
He's gonna tell us all about it. So, hi, Richard.
hi.
How are
What's going
you?
on, ladies? I'm fine, ladies. How y'all doing?
So, let me ask you, what is your perspective on one night stands?
All right, so I'm going to say this one before I even start. I don't know how many women I've slept with. I don't know certain things about my sexual life. Don't remember them. But I do remember how many women I've slept with the first day that I met them, and that is 12. And I will say that
Really?
one of those situations actually spawned a 5-year relationship. So
Really?
I guess I'm the one night stand dude. I guess.
See, I think that's a good thing. Like a relationship came out of it.
Yeah.
Just like we was talking about earlier, you can wait 30 days, 30 years, and still end up being a one night stand.
Years.
So it really don't matter if you connect. You connect. I
I
mean,
don't think that you should put time constraints on sex. Actually, when I was younger, and I'm going to preface this by a lot of these comments were from my perspective when I was younger. My perspective then was to get it out of the way so that I could determine whether I liked you or not, or if I wanted to just have sex with you. Because sometimes there's a grave difference between me liking someone and me just wanting to have sex with them. So by having sex with them, I could really determine whether I liked the person for them or I liked them because I wanted to be with them.
right,
So that was my perspective when I was younger.
right. Okay. I like that. I really like that. And to have that a young perspective is really knowledgeable and wise.
So it sounds like you don't really judge women, and that's a good thing then.
I don't judge anybody because if I'm a hoe enough to be with them, then they a hoe enough to be with me. So I don't look at women negatively in regards to that. I think I will say this though. Women tend to plan more, so I think there are women who may plan to have if someone comes about to maybe have an activity that evening. Because women are definitely planners, more planning. They plan more than men do. But
We just talked about that. Be prepared.
so it could have been that I was handsome or that I was articulate or that I had a little game in me. But most of the time, as the woman decides that she wants to do something and I didn't talk myself out of it. Let's put it that way. A lot of times, often than not, men probably talk themselves out of certain situations with women because we say stupid stuff. And, I think more women, if they felt like they aren't being judged by it, for the quickness of it, or being judged morally but because of it, then they would do it more often. I think more people would do certain things, I guess, of a sexual connotation or what have you, if they didn't feel like they were going to be judged by society with it. Now, today's women are very much like men, so it's very unnerving to men now, I think, that women look at them at the same way that men look at women or view women. So they can look at you, he look like he's packing, or he look like he might be good, or his lips look like he can do something with it, or whatever. And women have that thought process now. So, it's unnerving to men in a sense because we don't want to be looked at as sexual objects, kind of, sort of.
Oh, you know you do. Yeah, you do.
It's kind of like, oh shit, she looking at me like, or it's the ego of, I gotta, but really she got you. Because when we make that decision, men hope.
Because
pray.
Yep. Because we be
make
sitting there
that
talking
decision in
about
terms of
you
what they
can
wanna
get
do.
it. We sit there and say he can get the business. They don't even know, but
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Rich. We really appreciate your
Yes.
perspective on this topic. We had fun talking to you, and we want to talk to you more
All
because
right, ladies. Have a good day. Take care.
Thank you so much, Richard.
All
Richie
right.
Rich. Okay, bye.
Bye.
So, that was so good. But listen, we were just
Yes.
thinking, if you are going to have a one night stand, I mean, we might not know that we're going to have one, so you always want to be prepared.
be prepared.
So you don't have to get ready, stay prepared. Make sure you have that booty bag in your car.
Exactly. I always say keep that booty bag ready. You never know.
Another tip, make sure your underwear are clean and without holes. Don't be coming out the street with no holy panties on.
And make sure they match. Make sure they match.
Do they have to match? Do you really?
I mean, in the dark, I don't know, but
Listen, I don't know if it needs to match, but
You never know.
that does sound like good advice. And make sure that they match. And what else?
Shaving.
Oh,
Make sure you shave.
now this guy told me that men don't like it bald. So I don't really know if shaving is necessary.
I
So
don't know.
okay, maybe not shave it bald, but just make sure it's nice and neat and in order. Shape it up.
I don't want to have to braid it though.
Oh, and don't forget.
Don't be ashy.
There you go.
For both parties,
Ex-
do not be ashy.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
not gonna lie, I had some ashy moments. I'm not keep it real.
And stay fresh because you never know. Have your bubble gum, chewing gum.
Mouthwash.
Yes.
Give it 1, 2, 3 swishes. I'm on it. Flush it
But
out.
never spit in front of the guy because that just don't look right.
No, it definitely don't. It definitely don't.
Well, I want to tell you all thank you so much for tuning in for another episode of 4 Real Talkers. I've had a wonderful time.
Me too.
You
too.
too?
I
Yes.
did.
We hope and we pray that you guys had a good time too. Now, don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms at 4. That's the number 4 Real Talkers.
Subscribe, like, send us your rants, your raves, your comments.
Yes.
We want to hear it all.
Yes, we want to hear it all. And also be on the lookout for Tiara. She's going to be coming live in ATL.
Well, on the ATL.
Yes. So thanks again. Look forward to hearing from us again next week. You know, like I said,
Yep.
we're going to be on the YouTube,
Yep. I said Spotify.
Facebook,
You name it, we're going to be on it.
Instagram,
We're gonna be on
Anchor, everything. We're going to be everywhere on all
hope you're
social media
ready.
platforms. Yeah, so be ready. And thanks again for joining us. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.
There she go.
Mwah, mwah,